Good morning, everybody. This is Dave Kelm. It got cold. I got to wear this big, heavy jacket. Ugh. Topic du jour here on the Big Milk Punch. Robots. Living, breathing, reproducing robots. Yeah, I know. We've talked about this before. We talked about the fact that there are literally mad scientists at this point. I think we can literally call them mad scientists who believe it's a great thing to go foraging around the wilds of Africa to bring back weirdly mutating cells from strange African toads. Okay, you can come. You can do it, honey. And then figure out how they can control the cells of the living cells, living cells. So these are living robots. That's what they're calling them, living robots. They're not calling them bastardizations of nature. They're not calling them freaky lab experiments. They're not calling them little tiny mini Frankensteins. Is this right? This is Dave Kelm. Channel on YouTube is Milk Punch. Feel free to subscribe. It's the holidays. Go ahead and just click, click, clink. Anyway, we have talked about the fact that there are crazy people in this world who have PhDs, who are biologists, molecular chemists, anthropological, environmental freaks, I don't know, whatever their titles are, running around trying to best each other with either robots that scare the living shit out of everybody, those weird Boston Dynamics dog robots, or this new one which looks like a human being, which essentially looks like the goddamn Terminator. Have you seen that one? I'll find a link. I'll put it down below. But the most frightening one, forget about those idiots making robots, like metal and plastic robots. Oh, I thought that guy was going to lean out and throw up. Sorry. No, they're these guys, and I'll put some links. And I kind of ruminated on this. I wasn't sure if this was going to be a good topic because I have talked about this before, and I know people think I'm nuts and think it's the end times, and people make fun of me to my face, which is nice, by the way. But it is, and then it was on NPR, and it's on. If it's on NPR, then you know there might not be something right about this, because those folks at NPR, they're willing to go right to the edge with all kinds of weird crap. But now they're like, I'm not sure about these. So I'm not joking. These are little, like, individual cell globs. They're like snot robots. They look like, they're not maybe individual cells, they're massive cells, but they look like snot, like snot. And when these mad scientists decided to create a living robot, because of course that's what you do when you're sitting around the mad scientist dorm room, is you come up with living robots. They sort of created them so that they were just balls. They were little circles, and they would move around, and they were living, and they could sort of program them somehow with their mad scientist computers, and they would float around in the gook, and they could program them to do things, and so they had living robots. Well, then they decided, because again, they're stupid, they decided to program or connect their stupid little living robots to AI. Right. So they decided to connect their African toad living snot robots to AI, artificial intelligence. And you know what the AI did? The AI, another computer, a computer, not a human being, the AI reprogrammed the snot robot to change its shape so that it could reproduce. Literally. So you now have living robots that are being controlled by AI, artificial intelligence. They're being controlled by computers, not by human beings. They're being redesigned by computers, by AI. The AI said, you know it would be great to kill all the human beings if I can figure out how to make this snot robot reproduce itself. And then we can take and learn from that. Because we're artificial intelligence, we're going to learn from that on how we can build bigger, better, living snot robots that will eventually be able to kill everyone in the world. I think that's pretty much what's happened, and nobody wants to talk about it. Everybody wants to talk about the vice president. But no, we should be talking about the snot robots and how they're literally going to eventually kill us all. They absolutely are going to kill us all. I'll put links down below. Have a great week. We'll talk to you soon. Thanks.